Another one quickly.
Haro,
HARU30 and Uncle Satan?
uh, I believe that was the name. Uncle Satan.
Uncle Satan.
So I am not familiar with either of these players, but we got ourselves a Leo versus a Ramlethal. First Ramlethal of the evening.
First Leo of the evening.
Ram, a character that I would expect to see a lot of throughout this event.
Big throw.
Excellent presence of mind. Leo is throwable during that, and it's really only during specific setups that he can make it very difficult to throw him out of that. So...
And that kind of falls back to what I brought up while we were talking about. You know what, you only have to look for so many options at certain ranges, and after blocking the slash heavy slash combination, you know that throw needs to be on deck for you.
Yeah, excellent RC to sort of break up the pace there. Good corner control. Isn't pushing too...
Oh.
Okay, as I was just remarking that they were very patient, they decided to go all in. And that all in, ooh, what a beautiful, yeah, that was an ambiguous cross-up situation that they might have gone low with. They decided instead. That was perhaps an ill-timed burst. When you have that little health left, you're really putting all of your eggs in that one basket.
You need to be on top of faultless in, you need to be able to get in, make sure that they don't push super just as a get off me tool almost. Like, there's so much that you're saying I'm better than in this one instance.
Okay, yeah. A difficult situation to get out of, but oh, okay, got the 2-frame throw.
The counter.
Excellent presence of mind. Gets the command throw. Haruo demonstrating a great awareness of typical Ram tendencies in this matchup. Fully baited the invincible reversal, and also hasn't gone for the full screen dash through since Uncle Satan checked it with the throw. So
might be good to bring that back out though at some point soon. It's nice to show the restraint that you're not just going to rely on one move.
Excellent
that
at
gets
waiting for that gap. Okay, good throw. Got the back turn stance. Okay,
sketch.
Uncle Satan showing like, you got me the first time. We're not gonna let you do that to me each round. Haruo's patience in amidst this like absolutely suffocating Ram corner pressure is
pretty impressive.
Excellent. Uses the fireball to catch the approach. Great use of meter. Didn't really need the damage if you can keep the corner.
Punish there.
Oh, and it recovers so quickly. Like, it's throwable if you see it, but I think that was... No, I think that was a super input that didn't happen. You saw Leo shimmy a little bit.
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about the uppercuts from Haruo yet. Like, some of them are divinely brilliant, and other times he's using it as almost like a frame trap tool, which feels like such a high-risk thing for reasonably little reward. It pushes Ram away from you, which is...
Dead man? No pickup.
Oh!
Goes low. Goes low. Keeps it simple.
That run-through could have been it. That could have killed Ram. Haru was working with so little rope to hang themselves with for the whole back half of that round. They did such a good job of keeping it together.
It's been a strong showing from both players so far, but hey, it's Haru with that first game, and they're going to get the mid with the overhead. Over the cross, and we still want mix. Let him go.
All right. Oh, Ram, it's so hard to burst. Those swords do not count towards her body when you're hitting her. All right, gets the sneaky low. Excellent overhead, just quick RC. Yeah. Ram has such a fast, such a powerful, such a far-reaching super that it's such a high risk to not be mindful of that super pretty much at all times. She's got meter. Uncle Satan's air throws have been very, very strong this whole game.
He's been getting them every which way. Oh, there's that frame trap again. It's just not working. They haven't budged on it. Just call it the end of your turn and move on with your life.
I think that frame trap has hit twice, but both times, the amount of damage that you get out of it is equal to one time it's punished. Like, you put every time it's worked together.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Bit of a scramble. All right, Ram could have ended it, but that jump S is gonna end things. So that's a quick up 1-1. We're starting to see both of these characters, both of these players, no longer wanting to play this like extended neutral game, but more wanting to like force what their character wants to do and is particularly strong at. It's a mistake to burst there. It's always a mistake to burst there, which can be quite...
This is just great pressure from UNCLESATAN. It looked like this was going to be a problematic matchup for them in that first game. Like, maybe they were going to be, you know, fighting for their life, but it's just not been the case. A great game. Oh,
excellent
no.
first bait. Oh, gosh. Admit it, keeping the corner, still great. Obviously, there was a lot more that could have happened. Goes for the charge first. The damage, the reward of hitting a charge first is so high, but the downside is it's very reactable. Okay, goes for the uppercut RC, gets the mix. So that part isn't truly a mix. Yeah,
The blue.
blue RC throws, it adds a slowdown effect to whatever your opponent's doing if it touches them. So turns things that could be punishable unpunishable, or it just sometimes catches your opponent in the middle of whatever they were doing. That's going to be it.
Bit greedy there when it came to the back turn defense that they had. Mashed a couple buttons, threw out the counter. There was a lot of panic in that position, and it's completely understandable too. I mean, you're in the most vulnerable position in the game, quite honestly, when you're just standing on the ground. You have no ability to block, you have no ability to jump, you need to cancel that stance or bank on a counter. And that's just, that's not fun. Plain and simple, that's not fun.
Once you get down to that kind of life differential, especially when you're Leo and you don't have access to quite the explosive damage that Ram has, you know that you're going to need more than one hit. You know that you're going to need more than one thing to really close that round out. And I think that was why we saw the all-in on the counter from that life. It was just being like, I know that this isn't going to kill, but I know I'm going to need at least to win 2 exchanges. And what I need is for you to be scared enough on the second exchange to not do your best option. So I can see where we got there, how we got there. But Ram, shout-outs to UNCLESATAN. Great presence of mind on the ground for throws.
Yep.
And just made the adaptation very quickly. We saw Leo make the adaptation in game 1, and then really Ram just reversed it, and there was the call didn't get answered again.
Mm-hmm. It was a matchup that seemed really doable the entire time on both sides, but it is just, you know, as you're saying, just great control shown from the Ram player there in UNCLESATAN. I mean, it's sometimes that simple. You're dealing with a character that wants to get in, so hey, how about I just not let them in? It doesn't need to be more complex of a game plan than that, and that's what ended up happening. They kept them out, and when they were in, they stayed in, and when they lost their turn, they found a way